Hi everyone, we're back with another episode of the I Am Avanti podcast. Today I am joined with Ursula, one of our guest piercers. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good.
Awesome. So, how long have you been piercing?
So, including my apprenticeship, it's been just over 2 years.
Awesome, cool. And what made you want to become a piercer?
It's one of those things that I've kind of always been interested in. Ever since I was a young child, I've always had a passion for both body adornment and spiritual transformation, and I feel like being a piercer kind of marries those two interests together in a really cool way.
Right on. What are some of your favorite client experiences that you've had so far?
I always get really excited when somebody comes in for that transformative experience. I've had a lot of clients who tell me that a previous partner or a job or a family member didn't want them to have a piercing, and now they're in a place where they can get that piercing. I've also had clients who come and get piercings because they've had a medical condition or some sort of bodily trauma and they're trying to reclaim their body. And to me, that's the most rewarding, when you can do a really cute piercing, but you're also really helping someone at the same time.
That's really, really cool. What are some of your favorite piercings to do on clients?
I mean, it's going to sound kind of cheesy, but I love doing all piercing. I wouldn't say that I have one specific piercing that is a favorite. But I do kind of like doing something like a conch piercing because there's just so many options with jewelry styles and placement. But really, I like doing all of them.
So I'm guessing you don't have a least favorite one.
I mean, not really. It really more depends on the client. If the client is being really difficult or in a really bad mood or something, that can make it not so fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't say that there's a piercing I hate doing.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good to know.
Right?
Describe your dream client, like someone that comes in and you're like, yes, I want to stab you.
I mean, dream client is kind of a weird one as well, because I wouldn't say there's one specific thing that makes someone the best client.
Mm-hmm.
But it is always kind of fun when the person picks a piece of jewelry that I also really like a lot. Or if they come in just knowing exactly what they want and then they're really super happy with the results, that's always really fun.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. What was the process of becoming a piercer like for you?
So for me, it was a little bit different than a lot of people. My husband was working at a tattoo shop that had not done piercing for a number of years, and then eventually hired a piercer and needed a second piercer. So it was kind of just randomly offered to me. And because it was something that I had always loved and wanted to do, I just jumped on that opportunity and took it for what it was.
Divine intervention, right place, right time. I love
Exactly.
it. What piercings do you want, or do you already have?
I definitely have a bunch. I have a lot of piercings on both my ears. I have my septum. I have my tongue. I have my nipples, my hood. I'm thinking about getting some more stuff in my ears. I might get a vertical bridge, which is a surface piercing. But I mean, I love them all, and I'm kind of down for whatever.
Awesome. Sweet. Thank you so much for talking to us, Ursula. And thank you all for listening. See you soon.
Bye.
Or listen soon. You won't see me. It's a podcast. Hey y'all, we are back, and today I have Jasper with us. How you doing, Jasper?
I'm good.
Good.
You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Awesome.
You just pierced my ear.
I did.
And it's doing well. It actually
It looks fantastic.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Outstanding.
You did a really good job.
Thank
and
you.
It didn't hurt very at all. So,
Right on.
because you know what you're doing, because you've been piercing for how many years now?
18. It'll be 19 in 3 weeks.
See, there you go. 19 years. And what made you want to become a piercer?
That's a good question. because never once did I ever say, I think I'm going to become a body piercer. But a very, very good friend of mine owned a tattoo shop in my hometown, and he needed a body piercer. He knew how to do it. He just didn't want to do it. He didn't want it to take away from his tattooing time. Right? Him and his wife did it, but his wife was at college, jail. But yeah, he kind of pressured me into it. Like, let me teach you. And I was kind of blew him off. But finally, on Valentine's Day 2001, I started my apprenticeship. I wasn't really given a choice. You know, I was kind of talked into it by a good friend of mine.
It was just thrusted into your life.
Yeah.
Okay. He was just like, Jasper, get in here and come help me stab people.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
You know, and I was young, impressionable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he was tattooing me.
Mm-hmm.
One time, and like 7 or 8 people came and wanted piercings. I can't do it, man. I'm tattooing.
Mm-hmm.
He's tattooing me.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And after like 6, 7 people came in and got turned away, he's like, "See, Josh, look at all that money you can make."
Yeah.
And that was, unfortunately, money was one of the deciding factors that said, hey, you know, but you know, it's much more than that now.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
That's the story of how it got started.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, what are some of your favorite client experiences that you've been doing this for such a long time? Do you have any like standout customers or standout experiences that really stuck with you?
I mean, you know, when I did my kids, it's always cool. You know, last year I pierced my oldest client. She's an 84-year-old woman. She's from the United Kingdom.
Okay.
She just happened to walk into the shop I was working at in Augusta, Georgia.
Okay.
And she was like the coolest old lady in the world. She had never had her ears pierced, and she wanted it done before she died.
Nice.
You know, and did it.
Cool.
It was awesome. It was pretty cool. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's a pretty standout time. You got to be a part of a really cool moment for her.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's never too late, you guys. No
That's
matter whether you're 2 or 92.
There's no such thing as too old.
Nope.
Yeah.
So what are some of your favorite piercings to do?
The septum is my favorite one.
Okay.
Like, no question.
What do you like about it?
It's so hard to perfect.
Okay.
Because it's like really one of the only 360-degree piercings on the body. Like, it can be crooked and incorrect in so many ways.
Mm-hmm.
And I can name one. I love it.
You get excited when you get a septum? Okay.
Yes, I love it. And you know what, man? Nobody does a perfect septum every time. I don't care how good you think you are or what people try to tell you. Nobody does a perfect septum every time. But it's, you know, hey, man. You know, it's just making them look good, man.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. What about your least favorite piercings to do?
Anything in the mouth.
Okay.
I'm not a dentist.
Yeah.
But you know, it's not like I hate doing them.
Yeah.
But that would be my least favorite.
Just
because I've been bit before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been bit before. You know, I had to take like 2 weeks off work one time. Couldn't work for like 2 weeks because I got bit on my finger.
Oh wow.
Piercing the tongue, and it got super infected.
Whoa.
Because the human mouth is the dirtiest thing on the planet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you know, it's every piercing's so fast. Just do it. Get in there. Get it done. Make it look cool. Make your client happy. Roll on.
Cool.
Right? That's it.
Yeah. So speaking of clients, what would you describe as your dream client? Or do you even have one?
There's so many.
Yeah.
We could have this conversation for hours, man. You know.
Let's do it.
I really like people who haven't been pierced yet.
Okay.
Virgin ears are cool. You know. It's a rarity anymore because so many people are into it. But, you get them every once in a while. You know. I like doing kids.
Yeah.
You know, because kids are afraid of it. You know what I'm saying? And I like easing their minds a little bit and making them not afraid of the process.
Okay.
You know, making them understand that it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, and it's quote unquote it's cool. You know.
Right.
You know, but you know the needle has a stigma. It does.
Yeah.
You know, it's got a, you know, but I'm a dad and I like to think I'm good with kids. I can talk them through it. I can be cool with them and, you know, speak their language a little bit and, you know, get them in there, get them done. Then they're not afraid of it anymore.
Right.
You know?
Right.
For sure.
Helping them conquer their fears.
Right.
Cool.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What are some things that clients should know before coming in to get the piercing?
Okay. That's an awesome question. Number one, no matter what, it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt.
Yeah.
You know, there's no such thing as making a painless piercing. We can't numb you.
Right. I've heard things about like numbing cream.
Yeah. And numbing cream only really numbs the the surface of the skin.
Yeah, it doesn't numb the nerves and the
Right.
parts that actually get penetrated.
Right.
Okay.
And my favorite thing to tell people when they, well, why can't you numb me? Well, the only way to really numb you to where you wouldn't feel it would take 5 to 6 injections.
Mm-hmm.
And each one of those injections would hurt 10 times worse than the piercing itself.
And then by the time you get done with that, you
Right.
could have had your piercing
Right, so just
out
do
the door.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you kind of explained the process of becoming, or what started you piercing, but what was the process of you, like, becoming a piercer? Like, what exactly did you have to do?
Okay, so my mentors were super old school.
Mm-hmm.
So I served an apprenticeship, right? And I was hazed, for lack of a better term. I wasn't allowed to touch a client, until I proved I was willing to be there, and they made it really hard for me to be willing to be there. But that was just the way, this was like my best friends, it's good people that I, still love to this day, talk to all the time.
Mm-hmm.
These are my, they're not blood related to me, but I consider them family.
Right.
Right. Known them for 30-some years.
Mm-hmm. And they still put you through it.
Yeah. Yeah. Worse.
Yeah.
One of my favorite stories about my apprenticeship is old man Kenny, who was the owner of the shop.
Mm-hmm. Kenny
Dickman. Hi, Kenny. I love you, buddy. He said, "Are you busy?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, go to the store, give me a pack of cigarettes and a quart of beer." I said, "Okay. How much that give me, man? Give me some money." His exact term: "What part of getting me a pack of cigarettes and a quart of beer has anything to do with me giving you money? Go get my beer."
Wow.
I went and I got his beer.
Wow. So you're the little errand boy.
Shot bitch. Pardon my language. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that wouldn't fly these days, man.
Right.
It wouldn't.
Yeah.
But I've been to basic training for the United States Army
Mm-hmm.
when they were allowed to engage you and put their hands on you. And I would do that again before I did it. Old school.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang.
It was rough, man. Because they'd embarrass you, man.
Mm-hmm.
They would. They would go out of their way to embarrass you.
Mm-hmm.
And just to prove you want to be.
Yeah.
I'm glad I did it. Would never want to do it again.
Right. Okay, that's respect.
Right.
What are some piercings that you have or want?
Okay. Right now, all I've got is my stretch lobes and my double outer helix there.
Mm-hmm.
I got my eyebrow pierced twice. I could probably get jewelry in there, but I just don't.
Yeah.
I want my septum done.
Mm-hmm. Could you do it yourself?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe if I don't know. I'm afraid the pain will make me jerk, and I don't trust nobody else to do it.
Right.
But I'll get it done.
Okay. Maybe you can have one of your friends
yeah,
do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right.
Cool.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So you've been in the game for 18 years. What are the most standout differences between clients from then versus now? Like, what are some of the most stark differences from the people that you pierce in this day and age?
Clients back in the day really only got piercings just to piss mommy and daddy off. That was a big thing of it. Now, even the kids are informed. They know what's up. They know what they got to do. A lot of them know the difference between materials, placement. Back in the day, they didn't care. You could do whatever. You could give them a jacked up piercing. They didn't care. They got it. They thought their friends were like, oh yeah, you got it done, dude. They didn't care if it was jacked up. They didn't care if the jewelry was shit.
Right. So you would say this current client is a lot more advanced as far as having information and being prepared.
Education, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
That makes sense because you can Google whatever piercing and it's like 10 things to know about A and B, C piercings before you go into the shop. So
that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Which of course I would imagine makes your job easier.
Sometimes,
sometimes,
Because everything you read on the internet is not true.
True. That's true. So where do you see the industry going in the next few years?
I mean, it's only going to get better. I really don't know what more they can do, but I'm sure that probably something.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll come out with a better metal than titanium someday, which I don't.
Super titanium 3000.
Right. Yeah, right. I really don't see how that could be, but if you was gasoline forever, and now they got jet fuel. So,
Yeah.
you know, anything's possible. You know, something that could sterilize something super quick, faster than a statin would be cool too.
Mm-hmm.
you know, 3.5 minutes ain't bad, but when you got 10 people waiting,
Right.
you can do it like that. It'd be
Quickly,
cool, but,
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking your time
No,
out of your
thank
day
you,
to talk
man.
to me. And
Andy, thank you.
yeah, no
That's
problem. And thank you all for listening. This is the I Am Avanti podcast. My name is Endy. I just interviewed Jasper. And yeah, you guys have a great day.
Bye, guys.